Okay, we are live.
Yeah. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the March 22nd special meeting of the Board of Education. May we have our interpretation instructions for our Spanish-speaking audience, please?
Absolutely, thank you. Buenas tardes. Los participantes pueden escuchar la interpretación al español en vivo de las reuniones del Comité de Educación a través de conferencia telefónica. Por favor, llamen al 303-867-0199. Cuando lo indique, ingrese el código 366589, seguido por la tecla de número. Una vez más, cuando lo indique, diga su nombre, seguido por la tecla de número. Asegúrese de bajar el volumen en su computadora o dispositivo donde esté observando la reunión. Las opciones de subtítulos o closed caption, YouTube ofrece una variedad de subtítulos en su idioma de preferencia cuando vean los videos posteriormente, no en vivo. Para ver un video en YouTube con subtítulos en el idioma de su preferencia, haga clic en CC en la esquina inferior derecha de su pantalla de YouTube. Haga clic en el icono de configuraciones o settings en la parte inferior derecha de su pantalla de YouTube. Haga clic en Auto Translate o English y seleccione el idioma de su preferencia. Todas las agendas y minutas del comité se encuentran en la página web del Comité de Educación dentro de la página principal de Adams 14. Gracias. Thank you.
Thank you, Guadalupe. Again, this is a special meeting of the Board of Education for March 22nd, 2022. We do know it's spring break, but we had some business that we needed to take care of this evening. So please know that we appreciate you being here during your spring break, and we hope that our audience, our District 14 parents and students are enjoying their spring break. So I would like to call this meeting to order. Monica, roll call, please.
Mr. Amador?
Here.
Ms. Estrada?
Here.
Ms. Lewis?
Here.
Ms. Lovato?
Here.
Ms. Lubia?
Here.
Thank you, Monica. The first item of business this evening is 2.3 personnel actions. May I have a motion to approve the personnel actions we have in front of us?
I'll motion to approve.
Thank you.
Second.
Thank you. Is there any discussion regarding this item? Hearing none. Monica, roll call, please.
Mr. Amador?
Aye.
Ms. Estrada?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Ms. Lovato?
Aye.
Ms. Lubia?
Aye.
And we do have Mr. Garcia here with us this evening, and we want to congratulate him on being appointed the Adams City High School principal. So congratulations, Mr. Garcia.
Thank you, Madam President, to all board members and to Dr. Lorea and our staff. Thank you so much. I'm very humbled by it, and I will work extremely hard for our kids and for you to do the work that we need to do in Adams 14. So thank you very much.
Great. Thank you. Board members, any comments?
I'll start. Mr. Garcia, I'm just so pleased not only that you're going to continue serving as our leader for Adams City High School, but I had the opportunity to spend, I think it was last Monday and Tuesday evening, I forget what day it is, at the parent-teacher conferences, and just to witness your relationship with your staff and the students. I was just in awe, and I was really happy to be able to be there and to see that and to meet with you. And I look forward to working with you. I don't know if you know that Maria and I are your high school representatives for the board, so I very much look forward to hearing about all the amazing things you're doing and to meet with our students, because that's something Maria and I have really wanted to do. And we had the opportunity to meet with the student council a few weeks ago, and it was just awesome. So thank you for your continued work, and I look forward to working with you.
Yeah, thank you. I'm looking forward to having you out there and meeting with our principals council that we're going to start getting membership from all the students. So I'd like to coordinate it when you are both available so that you have a chance to talk with them and kind of set some of the topics that you want to discuss. Thanks.
I'll go next. Yes, thank you and congratulations. It's wonderful to hear from your staff. I've often said that when you're a good leader, you know it because work continues when you're not there and people speak highly of you when you're not present. So just know that I have experienced both. So congratulations and thank you.
Thank you.
Great. Anyone else? Dr.
I'll just
Lorea?
go.
Oh, sorry, Mr.
No
Amador.
problem. Chris, I just want to say from meeting you at some of the sporting events, I look forward to seeing you at some more of them and getting to know you just when I'm around there and out seeing the kids. But I'm happy.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Congratulations, Chris.
And Dr. Lorea.
Thank you, Madam President, members of the board. I would like to also extend my gratitude to Chris Garcia. Very excited, and I just wanted to share with everyone, with you, board, and everyone in the community. We have strengthened the process to select our administrators at the school level. We made sure that there were opportunities for the staff and for the community to provide feedback on what were the qualities that they were looking for in the next administrator. So we were able to have meetings with the staff. Also, the team had meetings with the community. And based on the feedback of those qualities that they were looking for and they were hoping the principal was going to have, as they moved forward, we selected the questions that we were going to be asking the candidates. There was also a panel, an interview panel that actually interviewed Mr. Garcia. It included parents, it included staff members, it included students, it included administration and leadership from the district. And after that, there was then the next step, interviewing with me and another cabinet member. So it was a very thorough process. We want to make sure that everyone in the community hears that we are strengthening the processes in which we are selecting our leaders. We want their feedback and we are listening to the feedback they are providing. So after that very strong process, Mr. Garcia was selected. Having a highly effective principal in every school is one of the tenets that supports school turnaround. So we want to make sure that we have that first step strong and in place. So Mr. Garcia, congratulations. I look forward to working with you, to supporting you, and to brainstorm with you how we better serve our community and our students, because each one of our students deserve high quality education. Thank you.
Thank you, Doctor. I appreciate it. I echo that message. We have the work to do for our students, and I'm ready to get started in this role. So thank you so much.
Wonderful. I have 2 grandchildren at the high school, and one is graduating this year, but the other one has 2 more years, and I'm confident that his education will be in great hands. So thank you so much. So
Thank you, Madam President.
Mr. Garcia, we would usually do this in person, and we invite your family to come in. So I hope your family is there in the background listening to all this.
My twins are here. They're going to go on a college visit to Arizona soon, but my oldest is out on his spring break. So they're going to make up for him this time. But yeah, they want to come check it out, and I'll try to catch them up there soon.
All right, twins and everyone, make sure that you repeat all the great things that we are saying about Dad.
Yeah, no eye rolls over there. Thank
you, Mr. Garcia.
Great. So exciting stuff for our district. So our next item is item 2.4, resolution 22006, resolution directing Superintendent Carla Lorea to lead a process to reimagine Adams 14 School District. May I have a motion? Actually, let's go to our legal counsel, Mr. Salazar, would you read the preamble for this for us?
Yes, thank you very much, Madam President. So the preamble is providing the public guidance as to what this resolution is about, and I'll read it right now. Adams 14 has a long and proud history of service to this community. We have been faced with many challenges throughout our history. Our commitment is that every student will have access to skills and opportunities to prepare them for success on a post-secondary path of their choosing, that they will have safe and equitable learning environments and a culture of excellence, and that we are committed to developing and fostering supportive partnerships to fully engage all members of the community. It also is our commitment that Adams 14 will be positioned to meet the current and future needs of our students and community by developing a strategic and long-term district plan designed to meet the learning needs of all students and ensure safe, quality learning environments. Today, we are at a crossroad. An unfair and discriminatory state review panel process is recommending the closure of Adams 14's only comprehensive high school. The panelists of the state review panel do not reflect the demographics of this area, nor are they experts on the educational challenges faced by the Adams 14 community. This state review panel failed to provide equal access, including interpretation services, to our Spanish-speaking families, failed to provide appropriate time for stakeholders to engage in the process, and intentionally refused to accept evidence supporting the district's position. State Board of Education members refused to consider evidence from independent evaluators and auditors who have detailed the failures of MGT in the district, nor have they considered that full external management is not the answer to implement rapid and successful turnaround in a district. Instead, State Board of Education members have telegraphed that they will rely on the recommendations of the State Review Panel and CDE staff to decide the future of Adams 14 and its schools. Statements by the State Board, the Colorado Department of Education, and the State Review Panel appear to be intended to punish the district for terminating the contract with MGT Consulting of America, LLC, which the district had good cause to terminate due to MGT's multiple failures. Nonetheless, while the district fights for our Adams 14 families, we recognize that the approach of the last 3 years provided inadequate structure, support, and results. We know we have everything it takes to succeed right here within our community. Now is the time to face the issues head on, to acknowledge our shortcomings, learn from the previous mistakes, and deliver on the promise of a bright future for our children. Tonight, we are directing the superintendent, who is not allowed to assume her responsibility to truly lead this system until April 4th, 2022, to create a clear vision and path forward. We, the Adams 14 Board of Education, stands behind Superintendent Lorea. We wholeheartedly believe in her commitment to our students and this community. We believe in her turnaround and leadership experience. We believe she has the experience and skills to lead this district to a better future.
Thank you, Mr. Salazar. And may I ask Vice President Lovato to read the resolution?
Thank you, President Lewis. My pleasure. Whereas it is the responsibility of the Board of Education to hire a superintendent of schools to lead and direct the improvement efforts of the district. And whereas it is the responsibility of the superintendent of schools to assure a consistent and quality education for all children. And whereas intervention from an outside entity directed by the State Board of Education to oversee the operations and functions of the district and schools has failed to demonstrate improvement within the district. And whereas responsibility for the outcomes of the district were not restored to Superintendent Dr. Carla Lorea until February 4th, 2022. And whereas the schools within Adams 14 are currently organized as a system of neighborhood schools with 2 preschools, 7 elementary schools, 2 middle schools, and 2 high schools. And whereas the surrounding community is rich with assets, including linguistically gifted students and families, a quality staff committed to the success of all students, and a community with a proud heritage of providing public education in Adams County. And whereas students deserve to have their linguistic gifts honored and integrated throughout their K through 12 experiences, have access to strong, meaningful relationships, rigorous and relevant curriculum, and graduate with the knowledge and experiences to prepare them for a future of their choosing. And now therefore it be resolved that Superintendent Dr. Carla Lorea is hereby directed to lead a process to reimagine Adams 14 schools, beginning with Adams City High School and Central Elementary School. This reimagined system must boldly ensure that all students are prepared to realize their full potential, pursue their passions, and walk confidently into their futures. It must be developed in collaboration with students, educators, staff, parents, and community members, and it must address each of the 4 domains for rapid school improvements.
Thank you. I'll take a motion and a second on this, and then we can discuss. So may I have a motion to approve this resolution?
Motion to approve.
Thank you.
I second.
I'll second.
Oh, I'll let Director Amador, since I read it.
Thank you. And now I'll open it up for discussion.
I think it would be, so I'll start. I think it's important to hear from Dr. Lorea on this, because I know that our community is probably going to have a lot of questions afterwards. And I think it's important to realize that, this board, and I have to recognize the work that everybody has been doing behind the scenes, and really want to say that as much as we want to do and come out and get things done, the legal process works a little slower than we're used to, right? But we're here and we're fighting the good fight to keep our district going and our schools going. And at this point, I have heard from parents and students that we just need to do whatever it takes to keep our schools here and to keep this as the option for those children that may not have the other options that some other people may have the privilege of having. So we just want to make sure that we hear from Dr. Lorea as to what the beginning steps are, because I know it's going to be a long process to get this going. And yeah, just let us know.
Thank you. So shall we hear from, oh, go ahead.
Oh yeah, go ahead. That's what I was going to ask.
Shall we hear from Dr. Lorea?
Oh, I guess I should have asked a specific question, Dr. Lorea. And I know that your plan is it's something that it's barely in the process and you aren't working on it, but in the end, what do you think this will help us accomplish, and go from there?
Thank you, Madam President, members of the board, Director Zubia. Thank you, and it's an honor to take on this task. I believe when I arrived to the district in July 1st, that was the intention to be part of a group that will turn around the district and turn around the schools and provide a great service and educational program for our students. I take on the charge that you are giving me, all of you, at heart and very seriously. And I would like to share that my strategic vision, because up until this point, I would have not been able to create a strategic plan. In my opinion, a strategic plan is not created at my desk or in any leader's desk. It really needs to engage in a very thorough and genuine way all the stakeholders, including teachers and staff and students and community members and parents. So my strategic vision is to really bring all stakeholders together to transform the academic outcomes of our students, to ensure that they receive high quality education, to ensure that we are expanding educational opportunities for all of our students, to ensure that we are within those educational opportunities, allowing students to choose and realize what their passion is, for them to realize what their learning style is, and opportunities for us as adults to adapt to those learning styles, and adapt our teaching to how students learn, not the other way around. I am committed to bringing all stakeholders to increasing organization efficiency as a district, looking at all of our departments, looking at how we even plan for and anticipate needs of our district, not only needs of our students, but also facilities needs. For example, we know that we have aging facilities that we definitely need to be very strategic in anticipating what those needs will be in the future, in the short, medium, and long-term future. And also bringing all stakeholders to cultivate our Adams 14 talent. We know that we cannot do it without the teachers, without the instructional support, without every classified individual, without our principals. We cannot do this alone. We cannot do it with our parents. So elevating and strengthening the talent of each one of our members is pivotal, because my goal is, whenever I retire or until you want me here, I will be here pushing hard every single minute. But when I am not here, there are going to be structures that will belong to the community, that will belong to the district. And no longer this district will be in this cycle of when a new superintendent comes in, there's a new wave of doing things, there's a new flavor of the month, of the year, of whatever you want to call. No longer it will be that. It will be a community and a staff empowered to making decisions that need to be made, to tweak decisions that need to be tweaked, or to do some things completely different that at that moment will need to be completely different, to educate our children. We do have the capacity. We do have the commitment. It has been proven for decades that this community has the commitment. And I take that, that task that you are giving me today at heart. I promise that I will be working every single day and continue working every single day with the best of my abilities, with all the energy I can bring to the table to ensure that at the end of the day, our students get the education that will prepare them for the future, and that will prepare them for the challenges that we don't even know exist today. So thank you. Thank you for the trust. And I will live every day to ensure that I keep up to that expectation that you have on me. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Lorea. Vice President Lovato.
Thank you, President Lewis. And thank you, Dr. Lorea, for just bringing the work forward. I think I was extremely disappointed to listen in on the state board's comments that were made last week when they were considering moving our hearing date so that we could allocate the resources that we needed to conduct the state assessments, because I found it a bit amusing that they continuously harped on this notion that you've been running things since you got here in July, and that very much was not the case. I think it's very important that we make it clear, and we did so in the resolution and the preamble, that you did not have that authority to do any of that until a little more than a month ago. So I appreciate you digging in your heels and working on this, and for honoring the work that this board and administration has done, because I really appreciate that you carried on the strategic goals that we did work very hard to develop. The measures underneath that, and I just look forward to having an actual plan, which again we have asked for continuously for the past 2.5 years, and we didn't get it. I mean, something as easy as the facilities plan, you got it to us right away. And again, I was saddened because I think it was dated like 2019 or 2020, something that has been sitting there and that was withheld from this board to continue the work. But I just want to make it very, very clear that we are moving forward. You're taking the direction to lead this work, and that you had not had that opportunity until less than, or a little more than 6 weeks ago, amongst all the other stuff that's going on. So thank you.
Thank you, Vice President Lovato. Any other comments? I just want to stress how important it is for our community to continue sending in their comments to the state board. That information is on our website, and we appreciate everyone who has done that. We also appreciate the City Council last evening approving a resolution to support our district, and also to Director Zubia for actually speaking last night at the City Council. Thank you for doing that for us. It's just extremely important that they hear from our community, and because that's who the schools are for, is our community. And we just really stress the importance of that. So thank you for that. I did want to say that the resolution does mention Adams City High School, but Mr. Salazar, can you speak a little bit about that piece, please?
Yes, thank you very much, Madam President. So while the resolution does talk about Adams City High School, we have information indicating that on April 14th, 2022, at the hearing in front of the State Board of Education, that Adams City High School will not be discussed on that day. I've read the text of the scheduling order to the board regarding what will be addressed on that day, and Adams City High School will not be addressed. It will be the district and Central Elementary only.
Thank you for that. And our Dr. Lundeen has given me the website to send your communication to the state board. It is state.board@cde.state.co.us. And their phone number is 303-866-6809. And again, that information is on our website as well.
Can I just, oh, sorry.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, sorry. I was just going to say, and along the same lines, next Wednesday, there is a get together, right, at Our Lady Mother of the Church. So if people are having a hard time calling in or getting that in, you can always come by there. And it's at 6:30 at Our Lady Mother of the Church on Wednesday. I don't have my calendar now, but it's
April
next
6th.
April
6th.
2 weeks away, I think, right?
Oh.
2 weeks.
2 weeks. Yeah.
Yes.
2 weeks away. Thank you.
Thank you, Director Zubia. So if there's no other comments regarding this, we do have a motion and a second for this resolution. Any other comments? Monica, roll call, please.
Mr. Amador,
Aye.
Ms. Estrada,
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis,
Aye.
Ms. Lovato,
Aye.
Ms. Zubia.
Aye.
And the resolution is passed. Thank you, everyone. We have, again, so much work ahead of us, but we are all up for that work, and we know that it's important work for our district. So thank you again. Thank you, everyone, for being here during spring break. And we do hope that everyone is enjoying their time during spring break. It's a little windy today, but hopefully it will get better weather so everybody can be out and enjoying the sunshine. So Ms. Zubia or Director Zubia, did you have something?
Yes, I was just going to tell you there's a note in the chat that you might want to share.
Thank you. So there is also an open house at Adams City High School next Thursday, March 31st at 5:30. It's actually a town hall. So you're more than welcome to attend that. And we will have forms for you to fill out with your comments to the state board at that. So, and further information will be sent across all platforms regarding that meeting. So, okay. So with that, may I have a motion to adjourn the meeting?
So moved.
Second.
Thank you. Monica, roll call, please.
Mr. Amador,
Aye.
Ms. Estrada,
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis,
Aye.
Ms. Lovato,
Aye.
Ms. Zubia.
Aye.
Great. Thank you so much, everyone, and happy spring break.